Welcome everyone to episode 28 of our Let's Play series of the Direwolf20 mod pack. So, today I think we're going to take a slight break from tech, and I think we're going to work on our cooking. So, there's a mod in the pack that I've never experimented with that I think would be fun to try out to get our food to where we want it to be. So, with that, we're going to try out cooking for blockheads today. It's got a few blocks, and we're going to see how well that works, integrating it into this space inside of our house. So I already cooked up some terracotta from some clay bricks or clay blocks, and I want to see how it will look overall in our kitchen space and see how well it will work for us to be able to make all the types of stuff that we're going to need to be able to continue to cook. Because we need a way better food than potatoes or the cucumber salad, because it is not giving the saturation that we need. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to go downstairs and we're going to make a few pieces to get us started. And let's just see what we're going to need. So we're going to build pretty much each of these and place them upstairs to be able to use them. So let's hope we can find a convenient way to use this, and let's hope that they work good enough that I won't have to put storage crates there, even though I probably will for extra storage based on the types of foods that I get from Pam's Harvest Craft. So let's just jump right into it. We're at least going to want the cooking table, which is like a crafting table, of course, but it looks more in terms of what a kitchen would be. So we're going to need some stone, a cooking for blockheads 2, and some terracotta. So let's see how we make the cooking for blockheads 2. It's going to require diamonds. Oh my goodness. So let's start with building the crafting tables that are going to be needed for it. And then let's cook a book. I made some books earlier because I figured we would be needing them here. So let's cook up 2 books real quick, and they'll be able to get us what we need. See, 1, 2. Okay, and they don't stack. That's another interesting aspect of them, I guess. Okay. So, can you read them? Oh, you can. Oh, it tells you basic stuff of what you can do from inside your inventory. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, so we have the books here. Now let's make the second book here, which was taking crafting tables and going like so. So now we have the second book. So we just need some chiseled stone of some sort. I hope stone bricks will work. They should, though. I think they should. Oh, wait, that's the book 1. There we go. We got book 2. And there we go. And it does not work. So we will grab the other one. And we will make it that way. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we have the cooking table. So let's see what it looks like, because I've never actually used it. So let's see what the interface is like. So it's just like that book that we just got. So we can make French fries. Click to see recipe, actually additions. So click on it. Oh, it requires a knife from actually additions and a baked potato. So sort by hunger, sort by saturation, and sort by name. So I could even search. Okay, this is very, very nice. Okay, so it has a nice little crafting inventory. Okay, so let's see what else is next here. So we have the oven, which I'm assuming is equivalent to a furnace. Yep, it smelts. Wonder if it requires a fuel source, but we'll find out here. What we're going to need first, though, is we're going to need some black dye. Let's go grab some black dye real quick. I don't know that I have any on hand, per se, but I know where we can get some. So I see a victim right now. There we go. Got it. Let's just grab some extra while we're here. Sorry, squids. We need you. There you go. Provide a valuable service for us. Okay, so we're back now. Guess turn off the hover mode for a minute. Okay, so we got some Mount Calmar, which we could use for cooking later on. Let's deal with that at a different time. We'll just keep it in the inventory. Okay, so we got our black dye, and we're going to need some glass. 8 pieces. Because that's what it takes to make black here. Okay, there we go. We got that. Now what else are we going to need? We're going to need an actual furnace and 5 pieces of iron. Okay, so we'll need 8 of these. There we go. And we'll just place that in there. We should have everything else we need to be able to make the oven. So let's see what this one looks like too. Interesting. So it does require a fuel source. And you can automatically put, I guess, these few blocks in here, which are Pam's Harvest Craft, pots, pans, saucepan, all that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure what these up here do, but we're going to check it out. We're going to see here. We're going to put, oh, the door opens. Now that is awesome. Check that out. Check that. We'll go from an angle. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's keep going. This seems like it's going to be a nice aesthetic mod. So next is going to be the fridge. We're going to require a chest and an iron door. So first let's get us a chest here. Oh, I don't see that we have any, so we'll just make one real quick. There we go. So we got the chest here. And I think we need 6 iron ingots to make a door. An iron door. Yep. Oh, it gives me 3. Oh, now I'm going to have extra. I'll have to figure out what we're going to do with those others. Okay, we'll just set them there for a minute. So let's put this in place, and it is dyeable even, it says. That's neat. So we'll be able, we can make it whatever color we want. I wonder if the stove is dyeable. It doesn't say it is. But there. Okay, so it's the size of a single chest. So for aesthetic purposes, I think it would work, but storage-wise, you're still going to want to use something like a storage crate, which would be much, much better. Okay, so let's keep going. What else we got here? We have a sink. So for a sink, we're going to need to fill up one of our buckets with water. So let's go grab some water. Let's eat real quick here. There we go. So let's go upstairs. Oh, by the way, our tree farm is not running right now because it has produced 32,000 blocks of, or logs. So we are kind of capped out for the moment. So we're just going to let it burn down for a bit. And then we'll turn it back on as we need it. So we're back down here in the basement. We have our water bucket. To be able to make our sink, we need 3 pieces of iron. And we should still have enough terracotta. So let's rock it. And there we go. So let's see here, this one. So it splashes. Does that mean if I use the bucket on it? Okay, so it'll give me a bucket of water. And I can empty my bucket of water. Very nice. That is super convenient. There's no interface to it, but it is a very simple block that provides a good functionality. I think that would even work down here if I needed an infinite water source. So that may be something I put down here to help us out anyway. So then we can do the tool rack. So it requires nuggets and some slabs, some wood slabs. So let's start by grabbing some slabs here because we're going to have lots of tools, I assume. But I want to see how many tools this individual one will be able to hold. So let's go from there, and we'll be able to determine... Oh, our bucket's still there. So I didn't lose the bucket. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. It didn't consume the bucket as a part of the recipe. Okay, so we're going to test this one out again, just like we tested out the others. So it will hold... It'll hold 2. So it'll hold 2 different tools, which is nice because it makes it smaller. In fact, I may even switch out my other ones, even though I really like them. Oh, and it'll swap spots. So whatever I have in my hand, it'll swap for on the board. That is super convenient. I really, really like how that works. So let's break this down here real quick. It says it needs an axe, but this should work. Okay, so we got it. So we're going to need a couple of them just to get us started here. So let's go over here and let's make quite a few. So let's make at least 4 of them. So that'll require 6, and I'm sure we have the planks for it. There we go. And bam, now we have 4 of them. So that's going to be super convenient to be able to have. Now let's see how much the kitchen counter holds to determine whether we're going to use it versus a crate, because that's really going to make the difference here, because I like the way it looks, but crates just have so much more room. And with all the stuff Pam's Harvest Craft adds for ingredients, you really need space. So let's see what we can do here. let's click on our... Okay, so we're going to need some sort of stone. Accepts any stone, it says here. So we're going to need a chest. So let's make a chest here real quick. And then let's... Oh, we need the stone. I almost forgot the stone. There we go. So we got the stone now. Put it all together. And now we have the kitchen counter. I assume you can put these next to each other. Maybe they stack or something. I'm not entirely sure. Or not stack, but maybe their inventories expand because they're touching each other. I don't know. I almost want to make a second one just to test it out with. Let's do that. Let's make a second one to test that out. 3. And so what else do we need? We just need stone and a chest. We already have the terracotta because we made a whole bunch to start with. So let's just put this thing together. And let's see if they can be placed next to each other and increase inventory space. And unfortunately, no, they can't. But at least we have them available to us. So the next things in the mod, I'm not really sure how to get into. The toaster is pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. You're just going to... You have a block that I'm assuming sits on a counter that makes toast for you. So what we do is you have a button, some iron, an iron trapdoor, and a lava bucket. So let's see. Do we have enough lava downstairs to be able to spare a bucket of lava for this? I'm going to make it just because I want to see how it works. Not that I really need it per se. But there are a lot of recipes that make some pretty interesting sandwiches that would be fun to use. Okay, so I'm able to take a bucket out of there, which we'll have to replenish later, but that's fine. So we have a bucket there, and let's grab a whole slew of iron because that looks like what it's going to take because we have to make the trapdoors, which go like so. There we go. We got one trapdoor. Thank goodness it only required one. So we need a button, a stone button, and there we go. We got a stone button, and we should be able to make the toaster without incident right now. Bam! Perfect. We have a toaster. Now, like I said, I assume it sits on top of an item, so it's going to be smaller. Yep. So I'm assuming I just right-click the bread on it, and it becomes toast. So we're not really going to mess with that. And I wonder if it accepts other types of bread. So that's one thing we can experiment with, is to see if it will take like the rice bread or the baguette or something along those lines. Oh, and again, it did not consume the bucket, which is nice. Which is very nice. Now the corner is for aesthetic reasons. It has no real use and it doesn't have any storage. So you can use that if you really want it. And then the kitchen floor is just a nice checker patterned tile, which is pretty cool. So it's something you could look into doing. It requires a block of quartz and a block of coal, which gives it that nice black and white coloring. And you get 12 blocks out of it. So it's expensive, but it's reasonable because you get 12. So next you have the milk jar, which is glass and a plank surrounded by a bucket of milk to create a milk jar, which I'm assume provides milk for recipes. But then you have the other one, which is cow in a jar, which provides milk for recipes. So we're going to try to make this one real quick because I'm not entirely sure. If I can continue to get milk from it or not. So let's go find out. Let's jump over here and we'll go milk one of our cows. They're such sacred creatures, we need to be careful. Yep, got it. Didn't harm a cow in the process. Very, very nice. So let's go down. Okay, and let's get right back into our table. Now remember folks, milk is used to remove negative effects off of you. So if you jump in it or drink it, I think it removes the effects. I'm not sure if drinking it does. I thought so, but we shall see. Okay, so I'm going to be able to get rid of all that extra dark glass that I don't really need. The black stained glass. And we have a jar of milk. So we got our bucket back too, which is nice. So I'm assuming, okay, so it will hold 8,000, or I mean, excuse me, it'll hold 8 buckets of milk, which is 8,000 millibuckets. And that will allow us, well, we should test that. Because maybe it really does hold 8,000, but that would be a lot. That would be really a lot. But this is Minecraft, you never know. So, let's head over to our cows. Let's grab a bucket. And let's see how full we can get this sucker. Okay, so these cows are very, very nice in providing us. Okay, so it is millibuckets. It is millibuckets. Even though it doesn't state it, it is millibuckets. So, we will be able to fill this guy up. And we'll be able to keep it on the counter. To provide us with the 8 buckets of milk we might need for a recipe, which is cool because there's several recipes that require that. So breaking it may not be the best. I think it may have just lost all the milk, but you get the idea of how it works. So let's we're gonna make some storage crates because I actually am gonna use storage crates. We need some logs, which we have plenty of. I mean, if I show you guys how many logs we have, it's just insane how much we've acquired over the past 2 days while this machine has been running. About 32,000. I had to provide some incremental upgrades to keep it going inside the storage blocks, or the storage drawers, which works out really well. So we'll just take some from here because it's easy enough. Okay, so we have 19 here. We're gonna make our 4 here, and we need some sticks. Like so. We might as well make more sticks because you never have too many. Never. So let's go crate. So I don't know how to do the cow one. We're going to get back to that in just a second. So let's make a couple of these. In fact, let's make 4 of them. That's perfect. And we are missing... Oh, there we go. We are missing planks real quick. So let's jump that out of there. Okay, we're able to make 1. Did we not get enough planks? Oh, we didn't get enough treasure chests. Okay, so we can fix that. There we go. Take a full stack. There's enough for 2, 3, 4. There we go. That should be enough to make now the small crate. There we go. Okay, so now we have enough. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so back to the work at hand here. Put these back in there because we don't need them right this second. Okay, so and we'll put back the logs and the iron. Man, I seem to get a full inventory real quick. Okay, so we're going to put this stuff away, and we're going to actually go experimenting by putting it into place. Oh, but yes, you did have a question, and I had a question as well. I'm not entirely sure how to do this cow in a jar multi-block kitchen requirement. So it'll provide milk, so it's like it requires an anvil and a jar. So I smash the cow with the anvil into the milk jar, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to leave that up for another video because I think we need to go set up our kitchen before we run out of time here. So let's head upstairs. And so we got a cooking table, which I like to put right in the middle, because I'm then gonna put some crates right next to it, so I have access to as much as possible. Unless you know, I just thought about it. What if these become connected some way? So it provides that, but okay, so it provides me with the calamari, but it does not access this one as far as I can tell. Oh, it does. It does. Connected blocks. Okay, so a connected block. So let's test this out here. Let's pull out the calamari. Heck, let's throw it on the ground here real quick. And you see the calamari's not there. Okay, so pick up the calamari. Put it in here. Does it still work? No, it does not. So the storage crates are nice. And what makes it convenient, even though it's slower, is the fact that it is a connected kitchen counter. So using the corner, the kitchen corner, I assume I can wrap it around and still have access to everything I need. So the refrigerator we're going to put over here because it is a refrigerator. But I assume it is connected as well. So let's test that out real quick. Might as well keep testing here. Grab our calamari out of here. Go to our refrigerator. It's connected. Boom. We still have it. Oh, very, very, very nice. So we will be making the wraparound counters to be able to put that in there. And we have a giant multi-block connected structure to be able to make all the stuff we need. And I assume that when I set down the oven, let's test that out real quick. So we're going to put another counter here so that we have room for that. We want our sink. So we probably won't even use the storage crates now. We're going to need to get some more terracotta. We're going to put our oven down here. And we're going to put our sink down here. I mean, I'm not making my perfect triangle, but, you know, it'll all work out in the end. So we have access now to water. Okay, so it shows that as a bottle of, or bubbly water or fresh water, which is very, very nice. And I have access to salt because it is connected to it. Very, very nice. Okay, so I bet you if I put my pans and whatnot in here, it will also be doing that. So let's make some Pam's Harvest Craft pans, whether it be the saucepan or whether it be the regular pan. Okay, we gotta find it here, though. We need to find it. Okay, so let's just do a search for pan. At Pam's Harvest Craft. So let's search for, there we go. We got, oh, it's called a skillet or a saucepan. It's all one word. So let's make these. They require terracotta. So we got some outside real quick. Let's go grab that. Okay, and we're off. Because I would like to see how this is going to shape up here. We need to find, because we have a ton of stuff to use, and we might as well enjoy it. There we go, 2 terracotta. We got some sticks. So let's go like this. Oh, I'm guessing that's not the recipe. Let's check real quick again. Oh, it requires 2 and a stick. And oh, that one just requires... Okay, so I had it right. Maybe I had it the wrong way. Huh. That is weird. So, let's keep trying here. Grab some clay real quick, because we need to cook up some more clay. We need more blocks to make this work. So, I'm assuming I can use Actually Additions, Tiny Coal, to be able to help us out here. Okay, so we're going to cook up some more of that real quick. Give us a second, we'll be able to have all that we need for that. So, that should be enough to initially get us started here. So, let's head over to this crafting table. And let's put 2 there and 1 there. And now we have a skillet. But let's try to make the saucepan. Okay, so there we made the saucepan. Okay, now we should have enough done to be able to actually make the bakeware now. Yep, we do. So let's make that real quick. So we can fill up those slots on our oven. So we have the bakeware. I don't know if that spot's for a mortar and pedestal. Let's go look. I mean, we got the crafting table upstairs. We can do what we need to do. Okay, so let's go over here. So I don't think that's a mortar and pedestal. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I don't think it's a mortar and pedestal. So you have that pan there, that pan there. I'm not entirely sure what that is. We're going to need to look that up. But I'm wondering if it gives us access to it because it's there. Oh, look, it's right there. Oh, man, look at that. It's stacked right there. That is a nice effect. Very, very nice effect. So, from what I can tell, Cooking with Blockheads is a very powerful, very good mod. I mean, it adds all this functionality for you to be able to use, and we have all these ingredients, so we're going to be able to see what we can make. And I think we're going to explore with that possibly in the next episode. We're going to call this episode a close. So, thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.